Hello actors. I've just finished an actors workshop class online session and I had an actor that came to the class. She was working on a scene from A Taste of Honey, the play, and she is learning, she's an international actress and she's learning the Manchester accent. So we had a lot of fun working on that despite, and I get this a lot with, and I've experienced it myself as an actor, a lot of nervousness and inhibitions when it comes to play and making mistakes and learning an accent. And it's, it harks back. I even think of my own daughter when she is learning to do stuff, like she is into video games and she might be learning a new game and how to do something. She gets so frustrated with herself when she fails. And it's learning to, have fun with the failures. And because we have to fall down, don't we? We have to be in a place where we can experiment and we're not going to get it right straight away. So that is an important reminder to ourselves. And working with you can work with an accent coach, or you can come to a class where you feel safe to make mistakes and you don't necessarily feel judged, but you have someone to gently point things out to you, and it's not going to destroy you, and you're not going to destroy yourself with that refinement. It's a good place to be. So find your space, whether it's with a native speaker of that accent, a friend, or whether it's with an accent coach, or whether it's in a class where you're able to work on the accent. Find your space where you can work in that environment. Another aspect that we were exploring before we looked at the actual scene is how we warm up and play with the accent first of all. So we picked some key phrases that helped us get into the Manchester accent. It's minging. You all right, love? Are you, love? What was it? Oh yeah, bath the baby. Get the baby out the bath. Our kid. So we were really playing. It makes me laugh. And practicing with that, and we even did a song. We did an Oasis song, Wonderwall, to get into it, to get into the feel, playing, expressing. And it's really interesting how I saw this actress almost transform from being very uptight and cagey to like a face dropped and a body dropped and a whole behaviour changed. If you can, visit the city, time, money, capacity permitting, and get a feel for the culture and the behaviour and their expression, their way of being, the way that they are, and the melody of the accent. Can you find a melody in the accent? If you can't go to the city, then you can certainly, it's great now with Google, YouTube, you can certainly find clips to listen to snippets of the accents. Get a native to record the accent. If you're working on a script, get a native to record the actual script for you so you can hear. Get them to do it monotone if you can. I don't mean monotone without the accent, but I mean without acting it, if that makes sense. So you are just getting the reader to read it for lines. So in that sense, it doesn't matter if you have an actor read it or not. Sometimes it's better actually if you are if you're choosing someone that may not have an attachment to how they're going to act it. So that might be an actor, or it might be someone who's a non-actor dependent, because we know that some non-actors like to get out their acting bones, but try and get them to read it in the accent as neutrally as they can. So you can just listen to the accent in isolation rather than a way of doing it. Yeah, and just again, I said this at the beginning, have fun with it. Find different ways of doing it, and also practice when you're going to class, or if you're going to rehearsals, be in the accent, talk in the accent. Spend time maybe ordering a coffee in the accent. You'll get a sense when no one's judging you and no one's expecting anything and no one's looking out for it. If, you know, people are conversing with you and they're not like looking at you like you've got a plant growing out your head or whatever, or you're not an alien species, then you'll develop a confidence for it. But I really feel it's about finding a fun way into it. And then once you have the melody and the feel for it and the behaviour of it and the expression of it, that you can then start to be very meticulous about the sounds. But my feeling is when we start off very meticulous, dependent on our character, it can close us down. So know what is most useful for you. I always find that freeform play with it first is the best way in, and then when you get a good sense of it, then refine.